Welcome to the Investor Insight Show. I'm your host, Scott Dillingham. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the mortgage stress test and how it affects your rental property purchases. So the stress test is a measure the government came out with in case interest rates got really high. They wanted to make sure that a borrower would be able to afford the home that they're buying, whether it's a rental property or their own home. So the stress test currently, and this is the end of 2022, is 5.25% or 2% above the rate that you're given. So what that means is, let's say your interest rate was 5%, right? The government goes by whatever's higher. So we'd have to add 2% to that. So we'd have to say 7% is your stress test rate. So when you're qualifying for the mortgage and we're doing the mortgage, we act as if your interest rate is 7%. Now we know it's 5, but that's what the stress test is. We have to qualify you at higher than average numbers to make sure you can afford this property. So the thing is for a home buyer or an investor, it's super important to get the best rate, which is why we do recommend clients go with a broker like LendCity Mortgages that covers real estate investors. Because the better the rate that you can get with a lender, the more that you qualify for on your purchase. Because again, the stress test is 5.25% or 2% above the rate, whatever's higher, okay? And again, just to recap, this is not the actual rate you're being given. It's just how we have to, and this is all lenders, so changing lenders, whatever, you're not gonna avoid this. But it's that stress test that you have to qualify for, and if you factor that in and you can qualify, it's great. And it's actually been a really good tool because now when you consider the rates were in the 2%, at the beginning of the year, and now they're 5+. So having that stress test did make sure that a lot of people could still afford their homes. If the rates skyrocket from here, then that's a different story. But the stress test is a good thing, even though it does limit your pre-approval amounts. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and then down below is a bunch of links. The first link will give you more details on this topic, and the other links are free investor tools and resources for you. Enjoy.